I'll wait until it's cheaper.
Need to chat.
I'm all ears, Witcher.
Got something for you.
I love gifts.
I don't have my glasses on. Oh, it's because I had the mask on.
Alright, lads. Mind the barrels. Going out for a jabber with Geralt. Come. That's better. Alright. What do you have for me?
There's a mod now on PC where you can change Geralt's face to be Henry Cavill's face.
The papers. Where are they?
Left them in the vault. You wanted the house, you got the house. Never mentioned its contents.
You're a quick study. Already as tricky as Odin himself. Keen to ridicule a man. Do you know what I and the company do with your time?
Ask for legal advice?
Dunno. Ask for legal advice? Looks to me like you might need some. You signed the contract, Olgierd. I'm just fulfilling its terms, to the letter. Unhappy? Hell, should have chosen your words more carefully.
Yes, I should have.
There's something in the
I
way
see
that they
you came to an
animate
agreement with Horst.
Olgierd's face.
Shame. A right horse in that one.
His brother Ewald was worse.
Was?
Horst killed him with his own hands.
Huh. It's progress.
Why did you even need those papers?
To sink the Borsodis, naturally. You see, I learned of an interesting clause in old man Maximilian's will. It states that his sons must meet and shake hands in agreement at least once a year at Bellatein. Failing that, the auction house must be auctioned off. The proceeds to go to Vilmerius Hospital.
Guess the old man sensed what might happen.
Aim to deliver those papers to the right hands. Borsodi would have landed in the streets. And the hospital would have got the funds it needs to treat orphans and beggars pro bono.
Oh,
Showing so much concern for the needy.
I couldn't give a rat's ass about the needy. Made a widow disappear along with the city. I wanted one thing. Revenge.
that is actually really nice.
Why did you even need those papers?
To sink the Borsodis, naturally. You see, it states that aim to deliver those...
Oh, that's the same thing.
I wanted one thing.
The Borsodis. What's your gripe? Get kicked out of an auction?
Worse, they evicted me from my home. Are you really interested?
Definitely, actually. I don't remember this part.
Cheeky as ever. My family, they took on some debt. A poor investment in a soul. A bad crop one year. A lawsuit lost. You know how it is. When it rains, it pours. We needed but a few weeks to recover. But Horst Borsodi had acquired our debt. All of it. Demanded it be repaid immediately. I pleaded. I begged. I tore open my shirt at his threshold. Ugh. Like talking to a wall. I went to the auction. Saw those perfumed pricks buy my father's soul. My mother's death mask. My brother's horse tack. Ah, Horst earned a pretty pile selling our mementos.
No surprise the animosity you feel for him.
That was but a start.
Oh, his hair is clipping through his
Iris
fucking cheek.
slender my family's misfortune. And our betrothal was no more. They found her another suitor. One from beyond the sea. The anger I felt. I thought I'd gone mad. Went to the tavern. Drank a round. A second. I brawled. Then had another tank. And then I asked the wrong bloke for help.
Pretty sad story.
Sad story.
Isn't it? Truthfully, I'm surprised I retained any cheer in my soul. Why do you stand there? Do you need something still?
That's very sad. I really love Olgierd.
Third wish. Time you stated it.
A moment, Geralt. I will say to something. Then we'll chat. You there. Yank the herring out the barrel.
I also love your sword, Iris. It's my favorite sword in the game. I used it for so long. The heroism guy.
Come on, none of this dallying.
Now, ready to listen? Or do you still not give two shites about what I've got to say?
I'm ready. I'm listening.
Good. You'll return to your lord and tell him as follows. His demand was brazen. Hurt me to the core. For I was brought up to respect the sacred law of hospitality. And I shall not bend to an uncouth boor's dictum. Understood? I will pay him a visit shortly to test his willingness to adapt. So you ride on.
So, I know the TV show has 7 seasons planned at least. Excuse me.
Give
But
this man a mount and leave him go.
this, honestly, Olgierd von Everec would be perfect for television. Because you do these episodes where Geralt does the task, and then you can do the backstory, you can do flashbacks to Olgierd, actually in his prime, before he makes his deal with Gontar O'Dim. And what leads up to this moment, you could do those things. Oh god, I fucking love it.
Beryl, what was that about?
On the way here, we stopped for nourishment at a tavern belonging to one Lord Dauntless. We enjoyed ourselves as one does at an inn. But obviously, our antics were not to the liking of this Dauntless. Sent a man to warn us that if we were ever to return, we would hang.
You burned the inn down?
I left ample compensation with the innkeep. But it seems the rapscallion neglected to mention this to his lord. But that's of little import. What matters is someone called me a whoreson and threatened to kill me. It was one of those threats that
But you're
sound like
unkillable.
invitation. I intend to accept it. Return to those parts.
Must have made quite a few enemies along the way. Maybe not today and not tomorrow, but someday someone will find a way to take you down.
And that should trouble me why? I feel no fear, no regrets. The wise men of Oxenfurt claim there are no gods. After death, there is only the void. I've known this void already. Death holds no surprises.
This is what I love about Olgierd. He's a man who fooled the devil. Like, Gontar O'Dim is the devil. He's a demon. He's literally like death itself. He'll take you to hell. Like, you can make deals with him. It's almost like a genie in that aspect. But Olgierd, he tricked him. That's why I love this third task so much. 1, because you learn so much about Olgierd. 2, because of what it sets for the stage. That is the end of this fucking... I didn't mean to say fucking, but this episode, this expansion. Oh god. I had so many feelings going into this. First time that I did this is the second time I've done this. The first time though, I hated Olgierd so much. Every time I talk to him though, I'm like, that's not that bad actually. Like, you're really a dude that's been like fucked over. Kind of by society. Who just pleaded as much as you can to any kind of god. And instead of God himself, you got the devil. Of all things, you got the devil to answer your call. And he gave you what you wanted. but then it came with such a big cost, which I'll go into more after this.
Fulfilled 2 of your wishes. Time I learned the 3rd.
Confident, aren't you? Proud, sure of your strengths. Fearless.
3rd task, if you don't mind.
Mutations. They stripped you of emotion. Tell me, have you ever loved? I mean, truly loved?
Seriously, Hearts of Stone would be so great to adapt into a television series. You don't give a shit.
You don't give a shit, Olgierd.
You would make piss-poor company for a talk about love anyway.
3rd wish. Still waiting to hear it.
Aye, aren't you stubborn? Fine. Listen well. I had a wife once. The day I saw her last, I gave her a rose. A violet one. Bring me that blue. Wouldn't mind reminding myself what it looks like.
When was that? How long's it been? Flowers wilted and turned to dust by now.
You wished to hear a wish. Now you have. Fulfill it. I ride now to visit this Dauntless, but one of my men will remain here. He'll know how to find me. That is, of course, should you succeed.
I really love
Wish you could
Olgierd's
tell me where
appearance
your wife
too.
is.
In my old manor, east of Martin Foy's farmstead. I'd wish you Godspeed, but, well, you understand, I'm sure. Goodbye, Geralt.
This is literally something concocted for just this game. Like, Olgierd never existed in the books or anything. That's one reason why it kind of doesn't hit on some notes, but at the same time, it does. Like, it's such a good... I really love this because it's so original. This is the most original piece in this game, because every other thing is just based off of stuff that appeared in the books, besides the Bloody Baron. Bloody Baron is one of the most original things, besides, obviously, this, in the entire game. Let's go to Erde. And we'll discover this location. But the whole reason why The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt is an open world game is because of the Bloody Baron. They've gone on record at saying that they went for the main story of the game, but then they loved how much the Bloody Baron's backstory was, that they decided to make it an open world game. Okay, my glasses aren't on. I'm gonna go with glasses.
Go.
But that the entire reason why this became a fucking open world game as it is because of the Bloody Baron quest. Because they loved the character of the Bloody Baron so much that they made a whole quest line out of it. If you want to think about it like Skyrim. Maybe just the Elder Scrolls in general. Where they made the main quest line, but then they made side quests, and they realized they loved the side quests so much that they kind of got lost in it. But that's one thing with The Witcher, as opposed to the Elder Scrolls, is that The Witcher understands its main quest line. Elder Scrolls does not. In all honesty, the Elder Scrolls does not care about its main quest line. It cares about the side quests more than anything else. Like, literally, the Elder Scrolls just... They think about the main story, and they think about all the side quests they can make out of it, and then they make, like, side quests that extended the entire game. And that's a glitchy forktail. But that's all that the Elder Scrolls think of, and that's why I don't like the Elder Scrolls whatsoever.
Need to destroy it.
Like, I really love Skyrim. I bought it on 3 different platforms. So yes, I love Skyrim. Oh god, get out of that. But it's just one thing that Skyrim didn't get that Witcher does is that you need to focus on your main story. Side quests are secondary. The Elder Scrolls didn't care about the main quest, pretty much. They cared about the side quests. But one thing I do love about the Elder Scrolls is, like, their side quests are pretty dope, though, is that they do amazing at world building. But here's the thing, though. The Witcher has done world building without even trying. The Witcher's world building, they did so much world building even in just the 3rd game. Like, people hadn't played the first 2 games, which you should never pick up a game within 3rd fucking entry. But this is literally the first Witcher game that I've ever played. And it's done so beautifully. I am one of those people that think you should never pick up a game and it's you should play it from the beginning if you're at that point, or even the 2nd game. You shouldn't try to go into the 3rd entry and be like, oh, this is amazing. But this game is amazing and I love it to death. This game got me to read the entire books. Like, I listened to them on audiobooks. Like, I bought all the audiobooks and I've listened to every single one of them. Because of this one game. And I get it, the creator of these games, the creator of this entire fucking book series doesn't love these games. He doesn't understand these games. But this is such a beautiful story. On its own, you don't even need to play the other games to love this story. And it's still such an amazing experience. Like, I'm pretty drunk right now, so I hope you understand. Like, this is why I'm trying to explain all of this, but The Witcher 3 is my favorite game of all time. Mass Effect is my favorite game series of all time. Like, the gameplay and everything like that is perfect. There's so many things wrong with, like, the first couple of Witcher games. Like, I hate the first game so much because of its gameplay. If you get past the gameplay, the fucking story is amazing. Granted, it takes so many liberties with the story itself, but the game is amazing.
Doing all right now?
I still haven't even beaten the game, but I love it so much.
Name's Philibert Topical. But everyone calls me
It's not
Master
open
Chief.
world like this. It's
What do you
more
think you need?
straightforward, but it is.
A bit of air,
If you want to think
chance?
technically, it is kind of open world. It's just, it has you put on a linear path, which is that you do this area, you can do everything, then you can go to the next area. That kind of linearness, if you want to take it that way. I did get the mask. I got a King Fultus mask.
So long.
Okay, so as much as I love my professor glasses, we are going to equip the King Foltest mask. Just to have it on for a while. I really, like, I love the idea of the masks at first. And I wear them for a couple scenes. I'm like, this is fucking stupid. And then I take them off. But we're gonna wear this for quite some time. Can you believe it's only 9:30 where I am? Because I've been playing for a couple hours now, and I'm whenever I stream, I tend to get pretty drunk because I don't know. It sounds really bad for me to say, but that's how I stay interested. Is that I'm drunk and I need to be. It's kind of like an ADHD thing, where like when I'm drunk I get ADHD, where like I have to be doing something, otherwise I'm gonna freak the fuck out. Like I constantly need to be moving. And this way I'm always doing something, like I'm always focused on something. Like I grind my teeth all the time, which I hate, because I broke a tooth one time because of that. But keeps me focused, like I'm doing something at all times. So I've like bought a lot of gum recently too, is because I fucking...
Anyone there?
Oh Jesus, because I grind my teeth so much. I don't mean, I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. Like any chance I get, any chance I get when I go to Walmart or anything like that, I fucking buy so much gum. Because I don't want to crack a tooth again.
Hey! You hear me?
Mighty rusty and covered in creepers. Need another way in.
Anyone there?
Anybody that has ever seen anything from my YouTube channel
Kendrick.
will know that
Not so loud.
I cracked a tooth while playing Star Wars Battlefront.
Not so loud, I said. Fog's not natural. Could be something in there hiding. Foglets or air nymphs, for example. Don't want to attract
I just put
them.
gum in my mouth, so if you can hear that, I'm sorry.
Foglets. Oh, sweet mother, my little, why did I ever come here?
Kendrick fellow. Who is he?
We's partners. Sneak into derelict houses. With something valuable lying about.
So you're a thief.
Thieves steal from the living. What's the harm taken from the dead? Kendrick went to open the door. I stood watch. Suddenly heard his lamp smash. Then nothing. Quiet. Went out to him, but
It's the caretaker. Yep, there's the caretaker.
what was that? One of them foglets you spoke of?
No.
Phew. That's stone off my...
I'll see what that was and look for your partner. You.
Ain't about to wait around. I'm out of here.
Pretty sprawling, this estate.